It's my first morning hunt here in Florida, and on my way down to the public land, saw my first gator. Guys, check this out. It's my first gator sighting. If that fence is solid, he's kind of stuck because there's a fence on this side. He's got to be going 6 or 7 feet. And then as soon as I pulled in, I decided to handle some morning business and ran into a turkey carcass. So obviously somebody had some luck in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on this side, kind of walk down around. So I'm kind of in this, either in the shadows or at least have the sun at my back as I look out across the field that way. So I'm going to go in a little bit and then stop a little bit and listen, hit the box call, move a little bit, but where I'm at right now seems like it's probably too deep for turkeys. I'm hoping maybe to find a little bit lower grass out there somewhere. But today's kind of an active scout hunt day, so just kind of seeing what the ground looks like. I'm definitely a stranger in a strange land. Here's the first of several deer sightings in Florida. Did just over 2 miles, and that grass just never thinned out. This is way too deep for a turkey. So I bet the person that got that one over there got it at their favorite spot, and then right before they left the public ground, cleaned it and pitched the carcass. So I'm moving on, and it's going to be in the high 80s for the foreseeable future. And so it will definitely be not good to underestimate this heat. Obviously it's Florida and very humid and quite hot. So gonna have to drink water and definitely pay attention to that. That's a big gator. I went in, rode my bike in about 2 miles, called periodically along the way, and then I did a mile loop on foot, calling a couple times. Didn't really see anything, just these footprints in the mud. So now I'm going over to where I plan on hunting Saturday and Sunday and see if I can maybe do a little recon tonight and get on the bike, cover a little ground, see if I can just find some sign. Maybe get to where people aren't. But my understanding is this place is going to be crowded, potentially rowdy. The only rowdy I'm looking for is hopefully some toms fighting or some hens fussing. That's what I want to find. Third gator sighting. Across the road, I saw something dark cross the road up ahead, and when I got next to it, it was a little gator, like a little 3 or 4 footer. I certainly feel like a stranger in a strange land with this terrain. Half a mile into my bike ride out to recon, Everything's just sugar cookied up and gritty. The chain had popped off out of there somehow. I was able to get it back in. But the bike is a fail right now because everything looks like that. Really, really wet here. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Stranger in a strange land for sure. Some deer tracks and some kitty cat tracks. Obviously a bobcat. Not turkeys. There's some turkey tracks. I can't tell how old that is. Maybe we can get a direction here. There's another single set. And then I found this spot that had multiple tracks, and it seemed to be in an area where it looked like some swamp buggies had made multiple paths. So that's where I'm going to start tomorrow. Some of those tracks looked fairly fresh, but it hasn't rained in a while, so it might be hard to tell. I'm sleeping in baby snowflake because I wasn't thinking about it, and I sprayed my tent down with a seam sealer, and you need good ventilation until it dries. So I figure being in the tent probably ain't good ventilation. So I'm in here. I've been careful not to open the doors and leave them open to let the bugs in and all, because the mosquitoes, they're out there. I wouldn't say they're the worst I've ever seen, but they're out there. Of course, all the clothes I was wearing out there have permethrin on them, so that might help keep them at bay. There's a bug. I don't think that was a mosquito. So I got a place to start. So that's where we stand. I'm gonna give myself about an hour to get out there. It's about 1.5 miles, and I just got to dodge some of the water areas. I'll probably get wet. I'm gonna try rotating a set of boots, pants, the whole meal deal: shoes, socks, underwear, pants, shirt, and rotate those every other day. See how that goes. Although the socks are so sandy, I don't know if I can reuse them. Might need to get those clean somehow. Anywho, we'll see you tomorrow. The next morning I'm out in that spot with all the tracks in the road. Don't hear a thing. A little while later I come across this. We've got an S shape coming into the puddle, out of the puddle, and what I realize is this is an alligator track. The right hand side track is it going up, and the left hand side track is it coming back. Here's another set of gator tracks. Check it out. Right here. That's the feet. See all the scaling? And that's the tail mark. So you got a foot, with the tail right down the middle. Last night when I went to bed, there wasn't another soul around. This morning, as I'm getting dressed, I start seeing more and more headlights. Well, by the time I leave, there's 3 trucks right here. an SUV that had pulled a trailer with something on it, an ATV or a buggy. And then as I'm walking in, I had an ATV pass me. The turkey tracks I'm seeing, I'm sure, are a couple few days old, probably 3 or 4 days old. Not in the game. Not in the game. My feet have been wet since first thing this morning. Kind of like yesterday. I did 8-point-something miles today, according to my tracker. And now I've got a couple of blisters I got to work with. I haven't been walking a lot, and being wet all day hasn't helped. So that's soft feet and wet feet blisters. I think I'm going to hunt till noon tomorrow, and then pack up and cardinal. I think it came under or through the car here. And so I'm going to pack up tomorrow about noon and go back to where I was, because I can't hunt here on Monday. So no point in staying all day, because even if I were to roost birds, which is unlikely at this point, can't hunt them anyway. So I'll get to where I'm going, set up camp again, and en route I really need to try to get this bike cleaned off, sprayed off. Probably one of those do-it-yourself car washes. Put in the quarters, use the wand, spray that down real good, spray the chain and gears up, see if I can get that back in action, because that would really help me cover some ground, especially in the mornings. Even if I can just use it, you know, there's a couple of main roads where I'm going that are in really good shape, so would really like to use it on that and cover some ground easy and get some places. That's the whole point of the bike, is to move around. I hope I'm not just lugging this thing around, because it's kind of in the way, even when it's just on the rack. I can't use the hatchback when it's on the rack. So that's where we stand. I'm hurting. I'm tired. It's hot. I'm whining. But it's only day one. Yesterday was a bonus day of any hunting at all. I don't even think there's anybody else camping. I think everybody coming in is locals. And looks like they're coming in for about a half day and take off. Not sure really where to start tomorrow. I don't know how deep I'm going to go in tomorrow. We'll see. Heading out in the dark through the water, kind of a common theme in Florida. Got a little buddy there. Two prints side by side. You can see that top one is really big. I power washed the bike, but it's pretty dusty again. But I did get a good cleaning and some good spray lube on the chain and gears. Hopefully that puts us into action. New camp spot. Got about an hour of light left to go recon, so I'm gonna jump on the bike and get out of here. This area is much drier than where I just came from. The bike actually does me some good here. I went out a little over 2 miles away, did some calling, tried to get something to strike off the roost, but no gobbles. Possum. Another one. They're all over the place. For tomorrow morning, what I'm going to do is ride my bike in as far as I can and then walk the rest of the way. Hope you like this video. Hope you like this video series. Thanks for watching.